Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Venus in Leo. Happy Venus in Leo transit. This is Venus, a rose quartz. She's so pretty. And welcome to our all signs reading for this transit, which takes us from the 25th of August to the 19th of September, when Venus will enter the sign of Virgo. And that will be right before the eclipse, right before the Libra equinox. And this is such a beautiful energy that's available to us. And welcome for anyone that is new here to the Multidimensional Caffè. My name is Sarah. I am a channeler and an astrologer. And today I'm going to be offering channeled messages through the lens of an all signs reading. You know, we have the general astrological wheel here, starts in Aries and goes all the way around over to Pisces. So collectively, Leo runs the fifth house of play and joy and romance and creative expression, children, childlike spirits. It's a beautiful, lovely, wonderful sign, a really lovely sign. What is fascinating to me, what really has been sticking out about the Leo area of your chart is that, you know, at the beginning of 2025, we had a Mars retrograde, kind of only dipped into Leo and then went into Cancer. Now Mars is over here. We also had a Mercury retrograde in the sign of Leo, stayed in Leo. Now Mercury is still in Leo. It's at 16 degrees of Leo for this. A few years ago, we had a Venus retrograde in Leo. 2023, 2024, I can't remember off the top of my head, but our Venus retrograde this year was in Aries and Pisces. So it just showed me that this area of your chart, it might be this feeling of, how do I say, there's not an apprehension to be seen, to ask for what it is that we want, to fully step into our power and our beauty and our sovereignty, and to ask. The universe is not on a budget. We can ask for anything we want. There just might be some old stories tucked in here. There might be some old, I'll just say stories of, I tried this before and it didn't work, or blah, 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 like all these different stories. And I talked about, you know, my mastery is Mars. I work with Mars. I'm an Aries sun and a Scorpio rising. My Mastering Mars program is available for instant access now. Definitely will highlight that. As we talk about that in Mars transiting Libra, which it is right now, and natal Mars in Libra, some of the shadow aspects of that is, I've processed that already. I've dealt with that already. Or I am the way that I am because of this. Or that's a story. We can stop telling it at any time. We can step into this transit, step into this beautiful energy of receiving to say, I am open to receive. I am a vibrational match for what it is that I see in my mind's eye and seek. Go get it. Mars, go get it. Go get it. I'll highlight my Mars-Venus conversations with Susanna. I will put the link for the first one below. And it is Monday as I record this. I'm going to post this on Tuesday. I'm going to post this tomorrow. So it'll be the 26th when I post this. And this Thursday, part 2 of that conversation is going to be available. So I am a Mars specialist and Susanna is a Venus specialist. So we come to the table and we talk about all things Mars and Venus. So I'm very excited about that. There is a beautiful aspect that is going to be coming in this transit. So the transit that I'm talking about right now is when Venus goes into Leo, 25th of August, and then enters Virgo on the 19th of September. On the 15th of September, we're going to get a cute little sextile with these two. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. And we know about sextiles. You know, I love sextiles so much. I talk about them like it's your favorite cousin showing up at the party. It's good workable energy. You got to kind of like you got to do something. You can go good, bad, or ugly with this. So good sextile energy with Venus and Mars. Mars wants to go do something. Venus has to decide what she wants. So Susanna really talks so beautifully about that, which is Venus is your yin. This is how we receive. And until Venus decides what she wants, Mars can't go get it. So a lot of what my content is talking about this week is embodying all aspects of self. So when you decide what you want, and then you have some aligned actions to go get it, you can't forget to embody the Venus. You can't forget to embody like the sitting outside eating grapes. You know, I pulled a card for the collective to see what we needed to see today, and the star came out. You gotta just, do what you can with the tools that you have, put in the amount of work that you need to put in for that day, and then sit in the wonder of embodying divine intelligence, God, source, universe, spirit, the creator of your understanding, and say, wow, I've done enough, and now I get to enjoy the reception. Yeah, there's a shadow aspect that's been coming through today. Oh my God, doubt, and really releasing doubt in the path and doubt in things working out perfectly and in your favor. So that might not be for everyone, but let's clear the board. My disclaimer as I do that, this is not a personalized reading. Please reach out directly for a personalized reading. I offer live or recorded readings. You can bundle them together. However I can best support you on your journey, definitely check out my website. All different offerings. Blog is available. Pay what you want offerings is available. Membership groups are available. So many resources for you, and tailored one-on-one services is also available. So please reach out. However I can be helpful. These messages could possibly resonate with you. Maybe they don't. Whatever resonates, take. Whatever doesn't resonate, don't take. And as always, watch for your rising sign first. And then watch for your sun sign and then your moon sign to get the energies and the vibrations. Watch and look to where Leo is falling in your chart. If you don't use whole sign, I use Placidus. So I watch for 2 readings. Because Leo takes up part of my 9th and my 10th house as well. It's at the very tippity top of my chart, the Scorpio rising. So I think that's it. I'm going to introduce the planets. I might not put them on down, but I just want you to know what every planet is, what crystal, and then we are going to get into it. So this is the sun on the board. This is the moon. Mercury. Venus. She is so beautiful. Mars. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, Chiron, Black Moon Lilith, and the North Node and the South Node. I follow the mean node and the mean Lilith, so those might be different if you follow different ones. And I put them down like this, so you can see what the North Node is going into and what the South Node is releasing. Anything else? Anything else that I need to mention? Oh, my Council of 9 meeting is happening on Monday. Depending on when you're watching this, we have a gathering with the Council of 9 on my channel, the first Monday of every month. So if you want to join live, that's at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you're interested in that recording, please check out my website and you can purchase the recording for each one. July is available for free on YouTube if you're interested to get to know a little bit how I channel and what that looks like. So tons of resources for you, and I think we're ready to go. Yep. Aries rising, Aries sun, Aries moon. This is so potent, Aries. Where is everybody? Where is everybody? Where is everybody? Where is everybody? Okay. So, look at this. Venus opposite Pluto, trining Saturn, Neptune, and sextiling Uranus. I think that's all I really want to put down. Honest to goodness. I think I'm going to do chart rulers and this. Maybe Jupiter. Just for a minute, I want to look at Jupiter. Like, stand out. Aries, stand out. Stand tall. Stand proud. Be proud of what it is that you want. Be proud of the message that God gave you. Be proud of your rates. Be proud of what you're doing in this world. Be proud of your heart. There's definitely some healthy ego integration that needs to happen right now. This is like, especially for early degree. Like, this is cuckoo pants. Early degree Aries placement. Like, you might feel so good, yet equally like exhausted at the same time. Equally exhausted at the same time. Saturn is going to retrograde back into Pisces the beginning of September. That's going to, honest to God, feel like a relief. I have a big feeling that's going to feel like a nice relief for you, where it's like, you're like, oh, okay, I planted all these seeds. I've just literally been scattering redwood seeds all over my life and all over everything. And I would love for this transit, especially when we get to that sextile of your chart ruler, I would love for this transit to be like, I'm hearing like cleaning, really embodying. And there's less, like, we've been talking about you growing up. That's come through in a few of the all signs readings and was a big key in the membership group in the Virgo season video, in the Virgo season all signs. And really making sure that you're taking care of yourself in a way that your inner child isn't, on calls, or your inner teenager isn't paying the bills. Like, really asking yourself, who is in charge as I'm doing something? And like, I want you to stop telling the story of who hurt you. I really do. I really do. And this might not resonate with everyone. It's like my practice, and I've spoken of this so many times, that leadership and sovereignty are key pillars of my practice. And so there is a huge time and a space for talk therapy. There's a huge time and a space for really sinking into, this person hurt me, this happened, all of these things happened. But there's this feeling of like gumption here. There's a feeling of gumption that really, the sun is in Virgo. This entire transit, the sun is going to be in Virgo in the house of daily life and health and practical service for you. So I want you to be sinking in right now. Like, when Saturn goes back into Pisces, that will be a huge time of being with your inner self, inner team, processing things. Like, it happens in this transit. Like, Saturn will end at 28 degrees of Pisces. So know that that's coming, and know that if there is something, the analogy that I use in my practice and I talk about in consultations in my sessions is, what's the bridge that's in front of you, Aries? This is fascinating. This is really fascinating. It's coming through really strongly for you, Aries. The bridge is in front of you, and you're like, okay, I see myself on the other side. What are the tools? What are the things that I need to get from A to B? You have those tools inside of you. You have the tools inside of you to get from A to B, or you have the tools for free in your phone. They're on YouTube. There's a lot of perception. There's a lot of the free content that I have available for you in the past month could be so helpful. Looking at perception, like how much does perception really affect you, and really embodying like a more adult version of yourself during this transit. That might not be super, yeah, there's, I'll speak for my statements. I'm an Aries sun. I am not wearing sparkles right now. I'm not. I don't need to sparkle on the outside because I sparkle on the inside. I had a member really channel that in the new moon Zoom. I'm so grateful. The sparkles kept falling off. They literally kept falling off. And it was this moment of, what if I don't have sparkles on? Who's going to see me? It was another level of ego work where it's totally okay that you went through a season, and I wear them for events. I have a beautiful event coming up on Sunday I'm very excited for. I'll post pictures. And yeah, there's a time and a place for sparkles. There's a time and a place for my inner teenager. It's called the gym. There's a time and a place for my inner child. Sundays, full moons. There's a time and a place for everybody. Every single aspect of myself. There's a time and place for my Venus. There's a time and a place for my Mars. So we'll talk more about all aspects of the self this week. And if you're watching this later in September, definitely go back and watch that content, Aries. But know that you are growing up and you're taking personal responsibility. I'm so proud of you. Embody it. Embody it. And if you need to tell the story, ask yourself why you don't want to leave the story behind. Dr. Joe Dispenza. I love you. Taurus rising, Taurus sun, Taurus moon. This is your chart ruler, so this will feel nice in a way. In a way. In a way. In a way. I am going to put down Jupiter for you because Jupiter expanding your house of communication is a very important component. I want you to go back to that Venus-Jupiter conjunction that we had and see what was coming up for you then. I feel as though your communication right now is a very key component. You're recognizing that your words, not just your thoughts, words, actions, and intentions, but your words carry so much power, Taurus. And there might be, this is squaring to you. So, I want to speak to Taurus moons. I want to speak to Taurus sun, moon, and rising. I want to speak to everyone. But there's some shape-shifting components that I want you to really be aware of. If you have Pisces placements as well, I want you to really look at that. Saturn going back into Pisces, that will definitely be a really wonderful opportunity to work on that. But there's this beautiful oscillation that you've been going through, Taurus, of I know I'm not better than this person. I know that they can handle me, but I know what they need to hear. So I'm going to tell them what they need to hear. But then it's like, it's like, how many versions of yourself are you being throughout the day? Even for a fixed axis. Like, I want you to look at, it's, probably has a lot to do with the Pluto opposition of Venus. But yeah. You don't have to lie anymore. You don't have to lie anymore. And for some of you, I'm hearing this is very connected to parental energy. This is connected to bosses. This is like if your boss is a man that maybe you haven't realized that you've kind of like projected a little bit of father stuff onto, or, I can't not be this way with my boss because it's my boss. It's like there was a time when I was managing teams where you get in your head because you're like, wow, every joke just really lands. Wow, everybody just laughs at everything that I say, where it's like, they're employed by you, Sarah. I think that was on a Marvel movie somewhere, or I feel like that was a Tony Stark something where it's like, oh, do they work for you? Maybe not, I don't remember. But it's like, yeah, you don't like recognize how many times a day you're shape-shifting. It's just, the fourth house is the house of the mother. And the 10th house is the house of the father. So this could be why there's some, I'm just hearing heavily father stuff. There's some father stuff coming up. And this is, father capital F. This could be, personal father. Why am I doing this? Because I want my father to love me, or I want him to accept me, or, give me money or give me praise, whatever that may be. But this could be a really beautiful time of nourishing your inner child. If you're under 18 years old, if you're 18 or under, then definitely, work things out with your parent. If you're 18 or over, your parents have absolutely no, they are not bound to you. If they help you, it's because out of the goodness of their heart, but they have no, they're not responsible for you anymore. You are responsible for yourself. So I would really take this time to look at the inner home, the roots of the tree of your life, the inner home, Taurus. And this could be a beautiful time to redecorate the home. If that type of stuff is not for you, if that doesn't resonate with you, then this could be a huge opportunity to redecorate, to, look at how you dress yourself, to take better care of yourself. Yeah, these are the cultural family roots, and maybe not repeating certain patterns of the family, breaking those chains. But that's a beautiful thing. And I want that, and I say this, in the description of every video, my voice is meant to unlock knowings within you. So maybe that doesn't fully resonate, but ask yourself after this, what does resonate? How is my relationship with mother, father, capital M, capital F? How is my relationship with my parents? How is my relationship with the divine masculine, divine feminine within me? How am I parenting my inner team? How is my inner child doing? How is my inner teenager doing? This is important. This is really important, what I'm about to say for some of you. Do I wait for my inner child or inner teenager to act up to be with them and then give them love like our parents did? Or do I have dedicated time that I spend with them? Yeah. I'm doing a whole video today on embodying all aspects of self. So I will have more information for you, Taurus. But this is a beautiful time of going inward. I'm proud of you. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Probably unexpected. If this is your first time here, you probably you expected a different type of a reading. This is, I listen to the way that Source, God, Universe, Spirit wants to channel through me, and I offer the messages that are most potent to you and that can be most helpful and advantageous for the efficient path that you're on, Taurus. So it's not about me lying to you. I'm not going to yes friend you. I'm going to tell you the messages that are coming through because I care about you and I don't want you going on stage with food in your teeth. So, mwah. I don't know where it is. It's might be in a past life tale, but I had some times where some faux pas where my inner teenager I was channeling and my inner teenager came out. It was kind of embarrassing. I think it's in one of my public playlists, but it does happen. You want to put your best self forward. So get to know the aspects of yourself so they don't pop out at inappropriate times. And then they can look forward to spending time with you. I love you. Gemini rising, Gemini sun, Gemini moon. For the Virgo season video, I was like, you're going to feel this. And now what I'm hearing is we're going to hear about this. We're going to hear what's up. I want to hear what you got to say. I want to hear your offerings. I want to hear what's going on with you, Gem. I want to know how you're experiencing your life right now. Yeah. Your chart ruler, Mercury, is in your house of early learning. It's in Leo right now. The third house, this is beautiful. This is very flowing. This is very, very flowing. So although this, trine, this sextile, this ridiculousness of this outer planet, biblical aspect that we're experiencing. And I say biblical for lack of a better term because this will never happen again, ever. So if you're not utilizing this energy, I don't that's cuckoo pants silly talk. Cuckoo pants silly talk. So we know that that's going on. I've talked about that enough. What I'm focusing on down here is Jupiter in your house of money, Venus going into your house of early learning, communication, and language. Mercury, your chart ruler, already in the house of early learning, communication, and language. I really love this. Mars is in your house of joy and play. If you have Aries placements as well, or definitely watch the Aries video, this could be a time of unpacking some experiences that happened in childhood, honestly. I feel like the eclipses, and we talked about that in the membership group, like this is highlighting the house of mother and the house of father. This is home and safety. This is public life. Like you got big things to do, but I say big for lack of a better term. You have different things to do, Gemini, than maybe what you've ever done before. You're stepping outside of your comfort zone. You're becoming your true self. You're becoming what, a lot of other channelers call like the new human. You might be in round 1. There's a beautiful video that Pam Gregory did. I'm going to put the link for that below. And just talking about it's not that we're past the point of no return and we're halfway there. It's like we are stepping into the new earth energy right now. You could very well, Uranus in your sign, be on the first wave of that. You get to experience this. You have bubbles around you. Like there's so much. You're very needed. You're very needed. Gemini, you're very needed. How quickly your brain works, how quickly you process, how telepathic you are. It's like, I really recommend, one of the most important things that I would recommend for now until for the rest of your life, if you are, anyone is around you that doesn't support you as literally like becoming new human, or your desires or your studies, whatever it may be, remove them from your life. Just that's it. They're not meant for your path. Remove them from your life. Have healthier boundaries with them. When we have the Libra equinox, that's going to be a grand trine, a grand air trine to Pluto and Uranus. Like you're ascending, you're growing, you are becoming something that maybe you've never become before. And I want you to, really, a phrase that I really like, and I want you to have it in whatever language you decide for it to be. When you talk to anyone in your world, anyone, I might have mentioned this to you numerous times, and if you have Libra placements as well, definitely. When you see an old friend, or not even an old friend, you have a walking friend, or you meet with someone once a week, whatever it may be, doesn't matter. I want to make sure that every time you see them, it's, who are you today? What's new in your life? What's alive for you? What's happening? Tell me who you are today. Not, and it is, you still do pick up where you left off, as in like maybe there's an ongoing saga, but I want to make sure that the people around you do not project onto you what they think, who they think you are, and you are given the opportunity to tell them who you are. I want you to tell me who you are today. Explain it to me. Share it with me. I want every bit of the backstory. Like, I want to know where, I want the origin story. Yeah, every bit of it. You're not taking up too much space. Interrupt me as much as you want to. Tell me the story, Gem. Tell it to me. All of it. If it started in 1987, I want to know what month it started in 1987. Like, take up space. I love this for you. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, Cancer rising. Cancer sun, Cancer moon. Cancer sun, Cancer moon. Sail away, sail away, sail away. Sorry, I'm a millennial. My millennial just showed. If anybody knows what I just did there, can you please comment it below? Alrighty, okay. So because it's you, Cancer, you're run by the moon. So, and I haven't talked about this yet. So this is very fascinating. So the moon is going to be at 1 degree of Libra when Venus goes into Leo energy over here. Since this is your chart ruler and you're very run by the moon, we're going to highlight it, which is an oh my God, 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 everything, 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 everything. So absolute nutter butters. This is absolutely nutter butters energy for you. This is your house of money and access to resources and values. You got your values definitely in check right now. Yeah, your values are definitely in check. That Mars retrograde at the beginning of the year, it went from, 4 or 5 degrees. It went retrograde in December 2024, went back into your sign, really rocked your marbles. And I'm so grateful. It woke up a component within you that can never go back to sleep again. This is beautiful. I'm really here for this. I'm really here for this. Yeah, this transit is about access to resources. And, your values are in check, but I feel as though if you are, an entrepreneur of some kind, or if you're a leader, if you're creating a new something or other, I kind of want you to be a little bit brazen right now, like advertising yourself. I want you to really put yourself out there and talk about it. Like it's like, if you are brand new, like I would love for you to actually like start to ingest some Gary Vee, or for a season, some Alex Hormozy language, where it's like, if you don't have any clients, if you are brand new, have no shame. Send messages, ask your friends to repost you. This is important. If you have been putting yourself out there, this is really important for Cancer placements, but it's really important for everyone. How you can tell if someone is in your corner, if they repost your stuff. No joke. I'm not even kidding to you right now. If you have people that are reposting your small business, or if they are advertising for you, if they're putting if they're like, go see my friend, go do this, that is a friend. That is a real friend. If people are liking your posts, they are watching, and it's not that they don't support you, but it's not that they don't support you, but there is an aspect of either jealousy, or your name isn't always clean in their mouth. Full body chill. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I'm going to say about that. But if you have someone in your life that is reposting your content, that is sharing your content, that is writing you testimonials, those are your people. Those are your people. Those are your people. That's I could really end it right there, but I want you to be a little bit more brazen with, and, if you don't want to put it out there, ask the people in your life. Say, hey, I'm putting myself out there. If you know anybody who is looking for ABZ, send them my way, and you can offer coupons, you can offer referrals, you can offer, you'll get 10% off of a service. But my goodness gracious, yeah, I want you to just, yeah, Cancer, you're doing a beautiful job. I'm really proud of you. How empathetic and emotional and beautiful and compassionate you are. It's just so lovely. It's so lovely. It's so lovely. So really, check it a check. Who is supporting you right now? Who are your cheerleaders? You don't even have to, they know how much you love them, but just remind yourself who they are. I love you. I love you. You're going places, kid. Keep it up. Keep it up. Love that. Leo, how are you doing? How are you feeling? I want you to remember that your old ways are not going to get you to a new place. I love you. You are run by the sun, so we are going to put down the sun. So this season, the sun being in your house of money and values and access to resources, this is the entirety of this Venus transit. So the sun is at 2 degrees Virgo when Venus enters your house, and then the sun will be at 26 degrees of Virgo when Venus enters Virgo, and then we're going to have the Libra equinox right over here. Your old ways, are not going to get you to where it is that you want to go. Or it was a Leo Skepi, where it's where you're going isn't behind you. It's not in your past. All of the education, if you have Gemini placements as well, all the education that you've done everything that you've ever done will be used in your future. Like for a super long season of life, I resented and hated the fact that I waitressed. But now my entire company is in Multidimensional Caffè. I'm writing a book on my favorite short stories and service. Like, dude. So don't ever judge yourself for what it is that you want and where it is that you want to go, but it's going to take new tools to get you there. This is fascinating. So this opposition is really coming through, or it's like right there on your ascendant descendant sign. Yeah, there's a loneliness that's going on, but also in a sense that this will not be for everyone, what I'm about to say. Some of you recognize that you like kind of have to leave a lot of what you're in, or that the people that you're around are not the ones that are supposed to. Like, you recognize that there's an entire community, that there's a Leo-sized hole that you're meant to fit in. This could be an online community. There's just this like roaring silence, roaring, that's coming through. Trust it. Don't say, I have to figure it out. Just say, God, universe, source, spirit, where am I supposed to be? What new tools am I supposed to learn? Because and connect to that community in meditation. You know, Uranus and Gemini. If you have Gemini placements, this is going to be very, very, very important for you. Really, instead of getting sad, you can be as sad as you need to be over the facts that it's lonely where you're at. Or you can get excited for the fact that there's a whole space that you're supposed to fit into, and start to not take action steps, but like, yeah, I feel like this season right now is going to be about not so much grieving, but being done with grief, getting into like the acceptance. Be like, okay, I'm ready for where I'm supposed to go. You know, a fixed axis is not easy. I'm a Scorpio rising. I have a fixed axis as well. It is not easy. But sometimes when those realizations come where you're like, it's kind of like at the end of Hocus Pocus, where like all the parents have been dancing all night and they're like, oh, what just happened? When you finally when you recognize the spell that you've been under, Leo, and you're like, oh my God, I've been letting my teenager run my life. I've been doing this. Don't sit there. Just say, okay, that's over. I'm done. Now let's continue. I'm ready for what's next. Yeah. It's like, I know that you get it. Leo, please comment below that you get what I'm saying, because it's not like you got to get going and have the aligned action, and it's not like you have to process more of the past. It's like you're fully in the in-between right now. Maybe just clean out the closet. Yeah, maybe just throw things away. Maybe do some woo and let, eclipse season just be its own ceremony, But not acting as the old self, acting as the evolved self. Yeah, please, Leo, just please comment below if this hits, if this resonates. Please, share with me. I know you're getting it, but just please soothe my heart. Thank you. I love you. I'm so proud of you. This is big stuff. You go through big leaps and bounds, Leo. I really see you. I see you. Virgo. I'm fascinated. Let's continue. Oh boy, this is so beautiful. You're going places, kiddo. You're going places. I love this transit. Really look at what planets you have in Leo, because 12th house transits to me are very they're so fascinating. I mean, natal or transiting, it's like master it or it's going to master you. This is so beautiful. Yeah. You have been aligning to your soul purpose for a really long time now. And your chart ruler being in the 12th house at the same time as your Venus, or is transiting Venus. There are some really interesting things going on. It feels like you're being downloaded with some really crazy cool information. Yeah, like huge downloads are coming in. This is very niche and not for everyone, but very specific. I would maybe integrate some daily lion's breath, or if you're just starting to speak light language, like things like that. There's a lot of galactic codes that are really coming through right now. And so I would honor that for you. Source wants me, so I'm going to offer right now, and I'm going to open it and close it, and you don't have to receive this. If you don't want this, you don't have to receive this. So just know that this is not a projection. But I'm going to offer a light language activation right now for you. And if this is your language, amazing. If not, you do not add, like you are not in any way required to receive this. This will not, it's kind of like if you just, it's just on the cafeteria line, you just kind of pass on by if it's not for you. So Taurus tikiara te toko nyoko shiboro totoro toko chika tikiara no poaya yashkuto poro tontonoko shishika korotoro rantoko ha dokoro ho riototo shiapa. The energy of laughter is very important to this transit as well right now, Virgo. The energy of laughter will be incredibly healing, especially if you're experiencing, any version of what you would call like psychic attacks or anxiety, if your human is experiencing any of those types of things, or, the doom and gloom of the outer world. Like, oh my goodness, I would love for you just to go and watch Totoro. And yeah, if you just laugh, what you're afraid of goes away. I would love for you to watch Totoro. And just know that you're good. You're doing a great job. This might not make full sense. It's not supposed to. As we become the new humans, we've never done this before. So this is a huge opportunity to embody things, and it's going to hit your Mercury ruler. You can't think your way through it. You have to feel and embody it. Amazing. 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 Libra. Libra rising. Libra sun. Libra moon. Doom, 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 doom. Boom, ba-dum, bum, bum. Boom, ba-dum, bum, bum. This is your chart ruler. This is lovely. This is in your house of community, friendships, and wishes for the future. Take your time. Take your time. This beautiful opposition of Pluto over here. It's like I'm seeing you go through this. And this is just a parable. This is not doctrine of what you have to do. But when someone like goes through a huge transition or a huge, like, I'm thinking of like when it was like last year, and there's a journalist, Candace Owens. She was fired and like basically like erased everything from her social media, like erased everything, and then took months and months and months off, or maybe it was weeks. I have no idea. And then came back with like, it's like a whole new aesthetic is coming through. And so that's kind of like what I'm seeing for you. Whereas like, if you feel like you're leveling up and you're in transition and you're going from who you were to who you are, you don't have to always post the journey. You can erase everything that's not you. This was the card that I pulled for the collective. This is what's underneath it. This is what's underneath it. This is what's underneath it. Yeah, you're letting all of that go. Yeah, the perception video that I posted last week, or if whenever you're watching this, like the illusion of perception. I would love for you to really look at that. If you have Leo placements, or if you want to watch the Leo video, that could be a beautiful thing as well. Because like this massive alignment over here is happening on your descendant sign, all in your house of shared others. So recognizing that you don't owe anyone a clean, polished VIP pass to what it is that you're experiencing and going through. Have the people that you know, Libra, are meant to see you during this time. Like, oh my gosh, it's like the leaders that I work with, you're able to, in my sessions, like take off your armor. And I'm not on your team. I mean, like I am on your team, but I'm not employed by you is what I mean. Whereas I don't see you in daily life. I don't need to, you can feel safe with me is what I'm saying. Like I'm on your team, meaning, how do I say this? I gotta butcher that. I don't see you in your day-to-day, Libra. I don't have a preconceived notion of who you are. You can show up and I can channel messages for you and help you make sense of what's going on and help you decide the best steps forward. That's what my sessions are for. To align to your soul's path. So you don't owe anyone the behind the scenes, you don't owe anyone the story, you don't owe anyone a VIP pass to what you're experiencing right now. You can go through it however you want. I love it. I love it. Scorpio. Scorpio rising. Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon. Do you hear that? I love it. I just love it. I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. Okay. I love that the Libra equinox has your chart rulers in a square. Yeah, because that same day Mars goes into Scorpio. It's like wide, but you know what I mean. But I love that. And I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is a beautiful time. A beautiful time to be raising your rates or raising your rates. Yeah, I could end it right there. There's this energy of doubt, and I'm going to talk more about it this week. And, you know, it's almost as if like we want the irrational to be practical. We want to have like a rational practicality. So it's like we're in meditation and we're like, okay, well, I know that I'm on this stage. I know that I do these things. I know that I'm, you know, financially responsible. I know that I have everything. My wants, needs, and desires are met. And I know that I hop paradigms. I know I'm in a different tax bracket, all these things. And I trust that and I embody it. And then we come out of meditation and we're like, okay, now give me the 1, 2, 3. Tell me what to do. And universe is like, you don't have to do any of that. And you're like, okay, we'll just tell me what to do. And universe like, can you just go eat grapes and maybe post a picture of yourself eating grapes? And you're like, well, what am I reading so I can show people what it is that I'm learning so that they know that I'm smart and that I'm the person that they want to work with? Like, you know, you could sit in meditation more and, you know, connect to the soul of your most aligned clients or, you know, divine partner, or whatever you're calling in. And you're, okay, well, what aesthetic should I use? What trending audio should I use? Or should I not use a trending audio and do the not using a trending audio and just, have my mic on, like, it's your life. It's your life. I want you to spend some more time in trust, yes. Embodiment, yes. This could be very counterintuitive to this house, but I do want you, because of this opposition on your ICMC, I want you to fall in love with yourself right now. I want you to view yourself right now in your Rocky montage from the perspective of the you in the future that has figured it all out. And fall in love with your tenacity, your gumption, your courage, and your trust, your like unshakable trust in divine intelligence, in God, source, universe, spirit. Like this, definitely Jupiter in Cancer vibes, Jupiter in your 9th house vibes. But yeah, surrender deeper into the goo, have more fun, laugh as often as you can. Plop, read a book that you like. Yeah. Could be fiction if you want. An aligned fiction. Yeah. You can do it. You can putz around Barnes and Noble or the library, and I want you to take pictures. Get more comfortable taking your tripod out with you. Yeah. Yeah. And just start taking videos and pictures. It's what I think it's what they call the B-roll. Take some background stuff, Scorpio. Get used to it. Get used to it. You might not use a lot of it, but just get used to the energy of it. I love you. Keep it up. Keep it up. Sag Sun, Moon, Rising. I just really hear that this is going to happen very quickly. I've been hearing this for a while for you. Not a while. The past few readings. This could happen really quickly. Very quickly. Yes. Ask the universe for what you need right now. Ask the God of your understanding for everything that you need right now. Like, bring your bills. Set up all of what it is that you need. Maybe it's not your bills. Maybe it's, content. Maybe it's whatever it is. But put it out on the table. Light a candle. Put on Sade. Put on something that makes you feel good. And talk to the God of your understanding. And just say, this is what I need. This is what I need. This is what this costs. This is what this costs. This is where I'm going. This is the image that God has given me. And I want to create it. I want to embody it. I want to do it. But these are the resources that I need. These are all the resources that I need. I don't need to know the how, but this is the what, and I embody the why. This is a Sag run house. You are Sag. So this is a beautiful transit. This is a beautiful transit. This might be a little bit raw. This feels like Venus going over Leo. Because, we had the Mars retrograde Leo to Cancer. We had the Mercury retrograde all in Leo. So this feels like such a beautiful, like the salve, S-A-L-V-E, like the wonderful cream that goes over a very odd, painful area. Something that maybe was painful in the past that now you're like, oh, I can take the Band-Aid off. The cast is off. I don't need this anymore. The story is over. All this is over. The sun's in your 10th house for the entirety of this transit. This is a wonderful, expansive time for you right now, Sag. A wonderfully expansive time. I love that the beginning of this is really a nice trine to your early degree Sag placements. But just bring what it is that you want, need, and desire to God, to universe, to source, to divine intelligence, and embody it in every breath and say, I will go do whatever it is that I'm supposed to do. I will not do anything. I will embody it. Like, I know how hard of a worker you are, Sag. And I know that in every day you'd be like, I'll work hard, I'll do this, I'll do this. But what's been coming through for me lately is, well, can you just trust and not work hard and work less and embody more and work on breathing and work on your nervous system and work on your, mind, heart coherence and work on like just listening to like researching successful people and finding out what they did, how they did this. That's all you need to do. But bring your problems to source, to divine intelligence first. Bring your desires. You already have the why. This is the what, and then how you delegate that. It's like the parable of ordering the bolognese. Waiter comes over, order the bolognese, waiter goes away. You don't walk into the kitchen and just say, chef, are you making my bolognese? You don't do that. You just trust that it's coming. You order your caffè. Caffè's coming. You order your divine legacy is coming. Trust that it's coming. Trust that it is coming. And embody it. Unwavering faith. It's you. You're Jupiter run. Unwavering faith. Love you. Capricorn. There's a song that's coming into my head right now. The crows are afoot out there. I don't know if you can hear them, but the best things in life are free, but you can give them to the birds and bees. I want the money. That's what I want. This is the money axis that we're on right here. Venus going into your house of deep transformation, shared possessions, death and rebirth. This is very interesting. This is where we had that Mars retrograde. This is where we had that Mercury retrograde. You're being like stripped to the bone possibly in your finances. It's very possible that you've been stripped to the bone. Not in a you're homeless type of a way, but in a I honor and respect the energy of money. I honor and respect the energy of my resources. I honor and respect what it is that I have, what it is I can do with it, that it is a tool. Maybe in the past it was coveted. Maybe like there's a new energy that's coming in right now, Cap, that just shows that your connection to your resources is really getting an upgrade right now. I love that. You're giving, you're generous, you're compassionate. Yeah, it's really beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. And it might not fully make sense right now, what you're experiencing. Like, for example, I've had this idea for a long time to start a scholarship program where, I have so many people, so many clients or, subscribers, people that want to work with me that are like, I just can't yet afford your services. I just can't yet afford your services. And, I thought about a subscriber or what did I just say? A program where someone that has the capacity can pay for that and that the other person can receive it. Like a scholarship. That's what I said. And so I'm just letting myself ponder, how would that even work? How would that happen? How would that go on? And I'm sitting with the energy of it instead of saying like, well, how is it going to work? Well, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? And be like, wow, that's really cool. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. See the difference of like, well, what's going to happen there? How is that going to happen? And, oh, wow, I'm excited. There are people that really deserve your services that are going to be able to get to receive them. How can you embody that now, Sarah? What are some things that you can give now? And so there's more giveaways that I've been thinking about and offerings. And so I'm embodying that now. And so this season, how can you be generous in ways that this is important? So your time, Cap, is your most precious, expensive commodity. How can you give something away? That's how I'm embodying it, is I can give away some of my guided meditations. I can give away access to something that doesn't take any time. So what can you give that doesn't take any time? Yeah, your time is very important to you. And it's something that I know that I've had clients in the past that, charity needed to have something really new blossom within them, because it's like, well, I don't want to go to this, and my parents made me do this, and blah, 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 blah. It's like, that's a story. You can be generous with your resources that you have a limitless access to. Limitless. Yeah, really limitless. This is an incredible time for you to work with the divine laws of the universe, Capricorn. And yeah, I'm really jazzed about this transit. It is with great power comes great responsibility, but it's not more money, more problems. It's, I can do a lot of good with the resources that I have available to me right now, and showing the energy of resources and money on the money axis. Like, we can do good stuff with this. We can do more with this. Never give yourself a glass ceiling unless you want to actively shatter it. I want you shattering every ceiling, Cap. Every single ceiling, I want you shattering. Yeah. Cool. So cool. Aquarius. I love that. I love this. Aquarius, rising sun, moon. Rising sun, moon. A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. I don't know why. That's intense. Dude, that's intense. So, yeah, this is your house of relationships. This is beautiful. I love that. I'm just listening. There might be this, please use your discernment. This might not be for everyone, but there might be aspects of yourself that are so in flux that you're honest, that you might be like afraid to embody them, because you're like, well, what if I lose people because I'm embodying this side of myself? We're going to talk about embodying aspects of ourselves this week. That's like the next video that I'm recording after this is about embodiment. So because this is your descendant sign, and because it's you, and we talked in the last video, I forget what video it was, but about like rebranding unconventionality. It was in an all signs, where it's just you. You don't have to call yourself unconventional. It's just you. You don't have to put it into a box. It's just you. But identifying all the components of self, whether it's the masculine or the feminine inside of you, it's the inner child, the inner teenager, you know, the warrior, the shadow side of self. Like we're gonna talk about it all in a video. But really allow yourself the opportunity to be your full self. And know the people in my life. Okay, I know that I can be this. Okay, I don't want you to compartmentalize yourself. And I don't want you to hyper isolate yourself. I want you to acknowledge, I can, talk to this person and be with them. I want this to come out just right. In the same way that you don't let your inner child pay your bills, it's okay to say, I can be this version of myself or this aspect of myself fully with this person. It doesn't mean that you're hiding yourself, making sure that your communication is always clear. Meaning you're with people that maybe have very, very strong political beliefs, but that's not your vibe. And then those things come up that maybe they're making fun of a politician. And you have to say, you don't talk about it always, but you have to say, I don't like to make fun of people. I just don't like that. It doesn't matter if it's someone that you know in your life. When you're gossiping is a really ugly color on you. And you know that you've processed this already. But it just says, this is my boundary of that. You be yourself, but I don't like to gossip. I don't like to make fun of people. I'm not really into that. It's not about the politics. It's not about the celebrity. It's not about the person that you're talking about. It could be Susie Q from next door, or it could be someone that's on a political stage, or it could be a celebrity. But it's the energy. It's like, oh, I don't really like to gossip. I don't really like to complain. Yeah, I'm pretty great in my life. Like, life's pretty good. And so knowing that that's the boundary of it, and that's what, I'm thinking that Mercury in your house of relationships is going to be about, or like, that's how this can play into that. Yeah. Some of you, some job changes are really in the mix, and I love that. Please let me know in the comments below if that resonated, or if that made sense, if I made sense there. Because like, you have to be able to stay true to your word, but you don't have to cut everybody out of your life because you can't talk about all things with everybody. You know? Like when you're at the gym, you can talk about gym things. When you're at home, you can talk about anything. The people that are in your like immediate vicinity, the people that you keep closest to you, I highly recommend that those people you can talk about yourself, like, or talk about every aspect of yourself. Even saying, I'm right now my more feminine self, my more emotional self, and I need to talk this out. That is okay to say, hey, my inner child is running the ship right now, blah, 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 blah. Like, that I want. But your key people right now, Aquarius, you can be your full self with them. You can be your full self with them. 100%. 100%. And you don't have to, like, in any way compartmentalize it. If it's helpful to say right now, my inner teenager is just running amok, and this is how you can best support me, that's amazing. Or my inner teenager is running amok. How's that? Yeah, you don't have to really handhold the people around you. Yeah, because it's so effortless for you to love you. It's so effortless for me to love you. It's so effortless for God, source, universe, spirits to love you. So you don't have to explain yourself to anybody. You're not unconventional. You're just you. I think I made sense. Please let me know if I made sense. I love you. Pisces. Pisces rising, Pisces sun, Pisces moon. Whew. Beautiful. Okay. This is lovely. It might feel weird, but it's you. So this daily life, soul purpose, the health axis, the 6th and the 12th house axis, this might feel, that's where the opposition of Venus and Pluto starts to take hold. Then we have this beautiful trine over here, this lovely little sextile over here. We're going to have a sextile later this month with Mars. We talked about that in the collective messages. Daily life, health, practical service. This really feels like a piggyback from one of the last readings that we did, where it's not so much that you've like leveled up and I'm better than everybody around me, but you are just like embodying your future self right now. You're embodying the energy of receptivity. There's very little that I can teach you in this video. I just want to offer validation, Pisces, that you are embodying it. You're waiting for your opportunity to come, and you're not rushing it. It's just like, I feel like this could be a job. I feel like this could be a move. I feel like this, like there's something really exceptional that you've been doing the reps and sets and really putting in the energy and the effort for, and you are ready. It's like your bags are packed, you're ready to go, and there's no negative attachments to, like, this is a fantastic reading. A fantastic reading. Yeah. Yeah, Pisces, I'm very excited about the rest of this year. It seems to me right here that you're embodying a level of growth that maybe you've never felt before. It feels very intuitive. Very balanced. Yeah, I want to say like no notes. Dude, no notes. Just keep nourishing it. Really keep nourishing this. Yeah, it's like you're embodying yourself in a way that maybe you never have before. I'm just seeing you with like this twinkle in your eye where you're like, I know what's coming for me. Yeah. Yeah. This is exciting times. Very exciting times. 2026 is heavily about money for you. Heavily about finances. And I love that. I love that so much. And you're embodying it now. You're really taking the tools that have been offered to you this year, and you're really embodying them now. Oh wait, pardon me. You're really embodying them now. Yeah. This is a huge, yeah, it's so non-egoic. We talked about that in the membership group, dude, for the Virgo season video. It's so non-egoic what you're experiencing. It was just fully like, I haven't leveled up. You've leveled out of your environment. And it could be during this transit, could be in the, like this season, I'd say, yeah, stepping into eclipse season. This could be the time that things shift. But it's like you've already shifted. So it's such Dr. Joe language. It's like, you're like, I don't even care when it happens because it's already happened in my heart and soul. And I've already embodied it. I'm already there. So whenever the outside world wants to catch up, it's totally okay because I'm already there. Pisces, you ancient being, you, the little baby ancients, just keep embodying it and just, I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here with me for this beautiful transit. Please comment below how this resonates, what you're experiencing, what you're going through. Please share this with someone that you think could be really, welcome some new people to the cafe. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Please just let me know how you're feeling, what you're curious about. What's new for you? Love you.